Hi, I'm John Andrews from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and this is my video lesson for the Square Foot Gardening Online Certification course. The video is about bending the conduit for the trellises that Mel talks about on page 148 of his book. Now, in the book, when we talk about the trellis, making the trellises, he uses the corner connectors. Okay. Now, when you go to buy these corner connectors in Lowe's, they run almost $5, which boosts the price of each trellis to almost $19 per. So what I've done was I made a one-time purchase of this tool, and this is a conduit bender. Okay, this costs you about $27 at Lowe's. By having this tool, you can bend any size that you want in conduit, roughly the ½ inch. But most importantly, you save yourself money because you buy these inline straight conduit connectors, and these only cost about 52 cents a piece when you buy them in a package of 3, which brings the cost of the trellis down to under $10. So there's quite a savings with after the initial investment of the tubing bender. So here's how we use the tubing bender to bend it to make the trellis. So we start out, the very first thing we do, gather everything together, and we make a 3-inch mark on the conduit. What we're going to do is measure, this is a 5-foot piece of conduit. Okay, we take it, mark 3 inches, we spin the conduit around so that 3-inch mark goes all the way around. Flip it over, do the exact same thing on the other side. Mark at 3 inches, twist it all the way around so that there's a mark all the way around. That'll come in handy. Okay. Now, the conduit bender has a step built into it which will aid you in bending the conduit. So what we do is I highlighted the arrow in red. Okay? We're going to put the 3-inch mark on the arrow, just like this. Put that in there, so that red arrow is on that piece of conduit right at that 3-inch mark. Just like that. Now, use the step, just like that. We're going to bend this to 90 degrees. We check that with a level, right, which I have a pad here. And we'll check that, we'll see that it's right about there is right. Okay, so we've got the first bend done. Now, it's a little windy today, so I had to enlist the help of a propane tank. Clamp this to a tool. This has to be held tight, more than just snug, because we want to make sure that we get this correct. So this has to be held tight like that. Again, that propane tank is just there to help me. Do the same thing, keeping the step so you can use it. Take the conduit bender, the red mark against the red arrow that I marked on there for everybody to see. Just like that. Again, step on it, pull up, down to about there. We're going to check it with the level, make sure it's right. And it's just about right there. Perfect. There. Now, we get done here. Take the clamp off. See how flat it lays? That's what it's supposed to do. And we're going to double check the measurement, and we're going to see that it will measure 4 feet. See that? Okay. We take our conduit, walk over to our trellis, And I already have this one threaded for the sake of time in the video. And we thread it over, under, and that. Just like that. We take our corner connectors and add the 2 legs that we need. 2 screws here, 2 screws there. Now I've secured it further by using some wire ties. A really good idea. Okay? Right? And those are just bread ties. You can get them all the time. So we take our completed trellis like this. And over to the garden it goes. Now I'm going to put this in the cucumber 4x4, which shares with eggplant and pepper. So, cucumbers are back here. The peppers and the eggplant are both there, so this, by vining the cucumbers, will be able to provide a little bit of shade for them. So, I've pounded the rebar into the ground. All right. All I need to do now is put the trellis, goes on top of this rebar and on top of that rebar, like that. Give it a little snug like that, and it's done. And it'll hold as many cucumbers as these plants can put out. And again, it will provide a little shade for the eggplants over here and the peppers over here. And man, this nylon trellis is great. The reach through is fantastic. I've used them on my beans and on my peas over in here, where I've already built the trellises for them. So that's how you bend conduit to make trellises for your square foot garden and save yourself money while doing it. So I'm John Andrews, and that was my square foot gardening lesson. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope your garden grows well. Bye-bye.